What's up, everyone? Welcome to Walking 90. It's me, Eboni from North Carolina. Here today with Nelson Flores Blanco from NCFC. Nelson started with DCU Academy before signing with NCFC in 2017. Headed out west to play with San Diego and Oakland for a little bit, and then came back to NCFC in 2021. After re-signing with NCFC, he got a call up to El Salvador, the El Salvador national team, and made his debut in December of 2021. He is now with El Salvador in LA to play a friendly before participating in the Nations League tournament to play against the USA in Orlando. So everyone, welcome. Nelson, how are you doing?
Good, Ebony. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Finally drying out from Friday's game, but I'm
Same.
here. um, let's start with a couple easy ones here. What's it like to be called up to your national team?
Um, I get that question a lot, and I say the same answer. For me, it's a blessing to to be representing my country. I've been a fan, watching my country since I was a little boy. Me and my family will always get together and watch my national team play. And now to be here and playing with my country, it's a dream come true for real. And having the opportunity to play against other good national teams around the world is also a blessing, and it's awesome for my career as well.
This is your third call up to El Salvador, right?
My my third call? No, it's my let's see, I think it's my eighth.
Eighth. Okay,
Yeah.
just want to make sure. Um, so how has NCFC helped you propel yourself into the national team conversation to get to that eighth call up?
Well, Bradford's done a good job with me. He's been very patient since I came back and started playing left back. So I give him all the credit because without him, I wouldn't be there. Day in, day out, he always gives me like advice on what to do better and what can I get better at. So, his style of play helps me a lot when I come here with the national team because it's very similar to Hugo. He likes to play. He likes to come out the back. So, yeah, Bradford, he's helped me a lot in my preparation with NCFC and with the national team.
What does training look like? How does training differ between NCFC and El Salvador?
The trainings are similar and different in many ways. Very like uh, it's very intense, and NCFC as well is very intense. Just like the language is different basically, but all the training sessions are usually the same. So like I really feel comfortable in both environments when I'm with my national team and when I'm with NCFC.
So a little bit more into this camp that you're in. You're playing this friendly versus Honduras in LA, and then you're playing in the Nations League, where your first game is against the USA. What kind of energy are you bringing into camp? I know you just got there, but what are you hoping to see and gain from this camp? And what are tactics wise you're trying to improve on so that you can continue into that conversation of moving on into the Nations League?
Yeah, I'm feeling very energetic, and I'm very like excited to play. I want to play already. It's always fun playing these games, because usually a sellout crowd. The intensity of the game is very high, and what I want to bring is the same that I try to bring to NCFC, which is attack. Go on an attack and do my part defensively. But what I really like to do is go forward. So that's what I'm gonna try to do here as well.
So with 2026 right around the corner, there's now a lot more opportunities for teams to qualify. You've already got USA, Mexico, and Canada out of the way. What are you hoping? What little things are you hoping to do with your game so that you can stay into these conversations of playing in Nations League and qualifiers? So hopefully you can get to the World Cup for 2026.
Yeah, it's looking very promising for us. It's going to 2026. But for me as an individual, for myself, a goal for mine is to keep, trying to become like a complete player, defensively and offensively, and trying to, just get better in every situation in my position, getting the most experience as possible. Because I've only been playing there for it's about to be 4 years now. So, just trying to catch up and get the most experience as possible. And I've been very lucky and blessed to play these type of games already, where there's a lot at stake. That, like I said, the intensity is very high, so that's also helped me a lot when I go play with NCFC. So for me, it's just keep getting more experience and keep working hard and working on things that I need to work on.
Quite a bit. Um, how can NCFC help continue to propel you forward going into these couple friendlies and moving on?
Yeah, like I said, like Bradford, his training sessions, they're very intense, and he's very specific and on every player, on how he wants them to play, and he also gives you the freedom to on the attack to do whatever you want. But yeah, like I said, NCFC has been a huge factor for my development, because they've allowed me to express myself going forward, and also they've helped me a lot defensively, doing have to do the work defensively as well. So every day I go into training, I try to learn something new, try to get something, learn something new from them. So I just try to take advantage of all the tools that they have, and try to implement it in my game.
So a little bit more on the NCFC side. We just started our season. Tough result at home, but now there's a very large break. You're on international duty. What is the team saying as they get ready for that April 1st game? Because now we have that huge break with no game against Fuego.
We're all a little disappointed, in the result that it didn't go our way. But I mean, the squad that we have, we're looking very, very, hopeful, and we're all very confident. We're still trying to get on the same page with each other. It's a long season ahead, but in my perspective, I think we have a very talented team, um, and I know they're all, it's hard going on break for 2 weeks after a loss, because you're just ready to get back out there and redeem yourself. But most of the guys are they're gonna be trained those 2 weeks, so we could try to get 3 points on April 1st.
All right, Nelson. I had a couple fans throw some questions out to me, so I'm gonna give them to you. Hopefully, you have some kind of answer. They're kind of crazy, so good luck. Okay.
Okay.
Favorite CONCACAF moment?
Favorite me playing with the national team?
Sure.
Or just like in general?
I would say in general, because even if you're not playing, everyone has that one CONCACAF moment.
Oh man, favorite CONCACAF moment. I'll say, you know, I'll say recent one was when I debuted against the U.S. last year. It was like it was a dream come true for real. Yeah.
What is your pupusa order?
Oof, that's a good one. I like cheese. I like my pusa with just cheese. Sometimes when I don't want cheese, I'm feeling it's called revuelta, and also cheese and beans mixed together. It's also a good one. It's called frijoles con queso.
Yes. Mango verde or mango maduro?
Mango verde.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite spot in El Salvador?
Favorite spots? Last year I recently went to San Salvador. So I thought it was beautiful, super beautiful, and at night it looked all the lights were lit up, so it was super nice.
Favorite place to play?
Wake Med
You don't
is
have to give the homer answer either.
Wake Med. I mean, Wake Med is beautiful. Like it's hard to top Wake Med, but I enjoyed playing at in the stadium and back home in DC. But Wake Med is first on my list. It's homey, always beautiful, and I just feel at home there.
uh, and one more. Clean sheet or 5 goals a game?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Because I used to be an attacking player, so I want to say 5 goals, but now that I'm a defender, clean sheet.
Nelson, thank you so much for joining me. Good luck in LA. Good luck in Orlando. Where can the people find you? Go ahead and put your socials out there if you want people to find you.
Oh, well, thank you, Ebony, for your time. Thank you for interviewing me and supporting me. It means a lot. And my social media is Nelson Flores Blanco on Instagram. My Twitter just got hacked, so trying to get that back for right now. But it's Flores Nelson 10, but we'll get it back soon.
Got you. Thank you so much. Please rest. I know it's a long travel day.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank you all for watching and listening to us. You'll find this episode on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.